What's up? I'm Hype. I play games, make games everywhere, and today we're going to be doing some tutorials in hypehype. Making games on your phone has never been so easy. Doing these tutorials is a great way to build a strong foundation when making games. Let's open up the app, hit the Create tab. Before we jump in, these two fingers and thumb are what I like to use when navigating around the world. Physics and objects. Welcome to the Hype Editor. In this tutorial, you'll learn about changing the physics of items. Ping is starving. On Ping, help Ping reach the hot dog and soda. Tap the hot dog to continue. Why can't Ping just run up the beams? Let's play in test mode. When it comes to objects, you have unmovable objects, dynamic objects, and objects with no physics. All these have an effect of how they interact with the world that they're in. Playtesting your game is something you're going to be wanting to do over and over again. I playtest non-stop to find little mistakes that I've made to make sure everything works smoothly, and it's a great way to find out if the game that you're making is fun. If you find yourself playtesting a lot and you're not enjoying your game, then that's a good hint to try to make adjustments so that when you playtest, you're also enjoying the development process. Tap here to start, run into different objects in this scene. Tip, return by tapping back. And the back button is up here on the left. That'll take you back. Okay, so we got the D-pad that controls the player around. Looks like the camera stays still and our Ping dude can jump. These wooden crates, these are dynamic objects as they move around in the world when they come into contact with Ping. And we got some cones. These are also dynamic objects. We got the wheelbarrow. Move that over here. Okay, this beam over here looks to be an unmovable kinematic object. Oh, what's this over here? We got a forklift. That's cool. And if we wanted to, we could run away. Now let's bring him back. We got your jump. Okay, so let's go get that hot dog. I am kind of hungry. Whoa, I can't. Looks like this is an object that has no physics. We can see the object. The object has shadow, but because it has no physics, our character can run straight through it. And it looks like here the character can also run through this object. And I'm not sure about the metal beam because we're not tall enough, but we can grab this box, move it over here as this is a dynamic object that has physics. Let's see if we can jump on top of this box. And we can see that that metal beam also has no physics. So let's hit the back button and do some editing. You can run through some items and push others around. Some items are unmovable. You need to make beams solid so Ping can run on them. Tap on the beam. The physics setting of the beam is no physics. And to change that, all we need to do is tap where it says no physics and select unmovable object. We can also select dynamic object, but for this example, we want unmovable object. Make the second beam a bit more shaky. Okay, so let's select this beam, tap the open physics option. This will be dynamic. Tap on the things on the beam to give them physical properties too. This we want to be dynamic, and this object we want to be dynamic. Dynamic means that it can move and interact with the world that it's in, opposed to an unmovable object that exists in the world, like a wall, will stay put. Did it work? Playtest to find out. Looks like those dynamic objects move, but the entire beam fell down. So this object is dynamic, but we want it to stay still. So we need to make this object here an unmovable object. I'm curious to see if I can get the hot dog there. Nope. Okay, let's hit that. That second beam turned out to be too shaky. You must make the beam below unmovable. Tap the beam to continue. Okay, so here, those definitions here, we can see no physics, decoration, which doesn't collide or move. Unmovable object collides with other objects but doesn't move. That's what we want. Why didn't this beam fall? Tap to find out. The setting of the slope is set to unmovable. Unmovable objects can't be moved by anything, not gravity, not the player, not another object running into it. All right, let's test it again. We got those pipes moving down, and here we can see, whoa, got it. Very cool. Gotta be quick. Unmovable objects stay in place no matter what. This is a nice little example showing you some objects that look to be floating in the air, and that's because they're unmovable objects. If you want objects to move, make them dynamic with unmovable objects. This is a great game somebody made that has multiple dynamic objects, and you can see how they move when colliding with each other. No physics setting is useful for objects that can be passed through. And this is an example of a bird flying through a cloud, or if you have a building going through a cloud, you want those cloud-like objects to be set to no physics. Good job, you're finished with this tutorial. You'll learn about material and physics nodes in the upcoming tutorial. That was a good run through of basic objects, objects with no physics, unmovable objects with physics, and dynamic objects which have physics but can move and interact within the world. If you like this kind of walkthrough, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more notifications as I make and play games in hypehype. Until next time, I'm Hypesy. Stay safe out there, and peace.